Marshal Muskrat is a humble little creature who lives on the riverbank in a lodge made of twigs.
Oh, how I love this place. I'm loving the sun on my face as I scamper around in the leaves on the ground. Oh, how I love this place. The birds that fly across the cloudless sky. Oh, how I love this place. Oh, how I love my home. It's plenty of room to roam. See the reeds and the frogs and the fish in the logs. Oh, how I love my home. My friends all around, the peaceful sounds. Oh, how I love my home. Oh, how I love this side. It's filled with beauty and light. I feel such a peace, hope it never will cease. Oh, how I love this side. Always feeling so good in my neighborhood. Oh, how I love this side. Oh, how I love the bay. There's not much more I can say. It's so safe and secure, makes my heart soar. Oh, how I love the bay. Crabs and sea life, home of my future wife. Oh, how I love the bay. Oh, how I love this river. It makes my little heart quiver. The thrill of it all, whether you're big or you're small. Oh, how I love this river. Hope things won't change or get rearranged. Oh, how I love this river. Hope things won't change or get rearranged. Oh, how I love this river.
By the angry howling of Goody Winder, a nasty old woman who lives across the river. She scowls and hurls slop from a bucket in the direction of Marshall's lodge. "Stop! Please stop, Marshall, please!" Goody Winder yells, "You ugly rat! You're worthless. Your kind doesn't even taste good in stew. You're nothing but a pain. Get out of here, you ugly rat!" Marshall looks crushed. He sets off paddling down the river away from Goody Winder. As he goes along the riverbank, other muskrats greet him. "Hello, Marshall! Happy Yuletide! Happy Christmas!" His spirits lift with the greetings. Then he sees that the river's getting wider. And there's the Chesapeake Bay. This is farther than he's ever been before. And that's the biggest three-masted ship he's ever seen. Oh no, that flag! It's a pirate ship. What should he do? Marshall paddles around the bend and into a creek to hide in the marsh grass there. He thinks, I will just hide out in the marsh grass and see what I can see and hear what I can hear. Maybe it's not so bad being small and worthless. Why would those pirates even care to bother me?
Maybe it's not bad being me. After all, I can hear what I hear and see what I see. Maybe it's not bad being me. After all, Goody Winder thinks that I'm worthless. She's not the one I'm trying to impress. My friends all love me and couldn't care less. I know who I am and I am blessed. Oh, maybe it's not bad being me. After all, I can hear what I hear, see what I see. Maybe it's not bad being me. After all, that pirate ship has me concerned. I watch him through what I see. Maybe it's not bad being me after all. I'm not big, bad, strong, or scary. I'm just small and discreet and hairy. I'll be quiet and still and wary. I must be quick, I dare not tarry. Oh, maybe it's not bad being me. After all, I can hear what I hear, see what I see. Maybe it's not bad being me. After all, from a tiny outpost, I can see the advantages of small size to be one of the best things about me. Acceptance of myself is a key. Oh, maybe it's not bad being me. After all, I can hear what I hear, see what I see. Maybe it's not bad being me. After all.
Back on the ship, the pirates are making their plans. Marcus Marvel, their leader, who has a great gash of a scar across his left cheek, says, "Well, lads, what may we be thinking of doing now?" Hogwash, a burly old fellow, says, "No need to be thinking of Deal Island. We picked them clean on our last trip down the bay, and that pickaroon Marmaduke mister would have kept them that way." Marcus Marvel continues, "I say we leave the ship here and take small boats up to Princess Anne Town. They will be ready for Christmas and have a great store for feasting and gifts for exchanging." Old Matthew McMutton stumbles forward and bellows, "And let's not forget, they have a priceless communion service that old Queen Anne sent to the parish back in 1720. Hogwash leaps forward and says, "The province of Maryland would pay a fortune in ransom to get it back." Barnabas Luger, known as Bart the Bold, steps forward. He has a black beard and an eye patch. The parrot on his shoulder flaps its wings. Bart says, "Brilliant thinking, Hogwash." The parrot says, "Ah!" Bart the Bold, waving his arms and yells, "Let's set out immediately." The pirates let out a great shout. They are jumping around, waving their arms, their eyes popping. Elmer Dingle, a lengthy fellow with bushy red hair, moves to the front as if he's dancing a jig. He licks his lips in anticipation. Elmer spits between his crooked teeth and bites his tongue. "Oh no, I bit my tongue. Oh!" He is hopping wildly as if leading the jig that breaks out among the excited pirates. Marshall is peeping through the cattails, watching the wild display on the pirate ship.
We are the pirates of the Chesapeake Bay. Hey, diddle-la, diddle-la, diddle-lay. We take what we want and we carry it away. Hey, diddle-la, diddle-la, diddle-lay. We storm Princess Anne for the Christmas goods. Hey, diddle-la, diddle-la, diddle-doo. Take us a chalice and the Yuletide food. Hey, diddle-la, diddle-la, diddle-doo. Life is the one we choose, a life on the sea with nothing to lose. We leave our ships and we board small boats to pillage and plunder what we love the most. We must consult the parrot. What say ye, Bart the Bold's parrot?
Get Queen Anne's silver communion service.
The province of Maryland will pay a great sum. Hey, diddle-la, diddle-la, diddle-lum. So get your knives and your swords and your guns. Hey, diddle-la, diddle-la, diddle-lum. We'll get that ransom and we'll get it real soon. Hey, diddle-la, diddle-la, diddle-doo. Oh, watch out, folks, we're coming for you. Hey, diddle-la, diddle-la, diddle-doo. A pirate's life is the one we choose. A life on the sea with nothing to lose. We leave our ships and we board small boats to pillage and plunder what we love the most. We are the pirates of the Chesapeake Bay. Hey, diddle-la, diddle-la, diddle-lay. We take what we want and we carry it away. Hey, diddle-la, diddle-la, diddle-lay.
As the pirates danced, Marshall wondered what he could do. He thought, oh no, they can't pillage Princess Anne at Christmas time. I can't let them do it. I must warn everybody of the danger, but how? Then the idea came to him. I've got it, the bell at St. Andrews. I remember last summer there was a terrible storm approaching. The rector rang the bell frantically, and the townfolk ran to the brick church for shelter. If I can ring the bell, they will all gather there, and we can fight off the pirates as they come up the river. Marshall comes to the steep path up the hill from the river. He huffs and puffs up the hill. The brick church can be seen with the bell in the churchyard. Marshall enters the churchyard and sees Philinus, the St. Andrew's cat. When the early settlers came to the colonies, there were no cats. The mice were destroying the precious church books and documents, and so the parishioners took up a collection and had a sea captain bring back from England one fine, sturdy tabby cat. This cat was named Philinus and known as the St. Andrew's cat. Marshall saw him in the churchyard and called out to him, Philinus, stop! Wait! I need your help. Pirates are heading up the river to sack Princess Anne town. We have to warn everyone. Philinus called back to him, the bell, quick! I'll climb up and pull down the bell rope and swing on it. You grab the end of it with your teeth and jump up and down with it. We can really make a clang.
Ring that bell, got people to tell of the danger that lie ahead. Ring that bell, all is not well, there is danger in mischief ahead. Swim up to the village that the pirates will pillage. Ring that bell, ring that bell, ring that bell. Swim through the cattails up the steep trail. Ring that bell, ring that bell, ring that bell.
townspeople are running toward the river, past Tunstall College, set on a hill above the river. The Reverend Dr. Edward Gant is in the cottage treating a patient. He opens up the door to see the commotion and sees a pirate leaping from their boats. As the pirates come up from the river, the townspeople swoop down on them. Old Pogwash slips and a woman hits him with a cook pot. Bartimus Luger is taking aim with his pistol when Farmer John swings his scythe. The pistol flies out of Luger's hand. The townspeople are pushing the pirates back. The pirates are casting frightened glances at one another. Reverend Gant sizes up the situation. Marcus Marvel is standing a bit apart from the others. Gant seizes him and hoists him over his head and tosses him out into the river. A woman standing nearby exclaimed, "Reverend Gant is as strong in body as he is in faith." A man answered, "That's because when he was at the University of Edinburgh, he threw hay bales in the Highland Games." Goody Winder, angry as always, runs toward two younger pirates, throws her massive arms around their necks and rams their heads together. They dizzily wade toward the departing boat. Other pirates are departing. The townsfolk are charging toward them, the last pirates. Pogwash runs up behind Goody Winder and throws her into the river. He exclaims, "There, you old scold! There are scold laws called the dunking chair for the likes of you, and you should have been given a good dunking a long time ago." Her husband is watching from the river bank with a strange look of satisfaction, seemingly in no hurry to rescue his wife. His friend, John Revel, jabs him with the elbow and winks. "I don't know how you stand her nagging and scolding day after day." Marshall speaks up. "She called me a worthless pain." Revel responds, "You? Why would she pick on you?" Goody's husband replied, "Because I wasn't there." Marshall says, "Still, the woman needs rescuing." Winder swims towards his wife and begins to push her from behind, her large behind. Marshall grabs her skirt in his mouth and pulls her onto the riverbank. The crowd give a mighty cheer. Reverend Gant calls out with his thundering voice, "Smile, Goody Winder. It will do you good." Goody Winder's face twists and twitches as she tries to smile for the first time in her life. A cheer goes up from the crowd. Pogwash pulls himself into the last boat. The pirates frantically row down the river. John the farmer calls after them, "Better for you pirates to pillage the devils than to ever again set your sights on Princess Anne town." The townspeople are happy, applauding the departure of the pirates, all but Goody Winder, who is back to her scowling ways. Reverend Gant calls out to her, "Smile, Goody Winder." Her face again twitches as she tries to smile. But smile she does. A mighty cheer comes up from the crowd. Reverend Gant continues, "Now, Goody Winder, thank Marshall who helped save the town even after you called him a worthless rat." All eyes are on Goody Winder as she barely moved her lips, mumbles, "Thank you, Marshall." The crowd yells, "Louder!" She raises her voice a wee bit. "Thank you, Marshall." The crowd yells, "Louder!" Goody Winder takes a deep breath and yells, "Thank you, Marshall." She looks amazed. She smiles for the second time in her life. Reverend Gant walks up to her. "Now, Goody Winder, see how good you feel when you smile and give thanks." He turns to the crowd. "What an eventful day we've had. Today we have seen two miracles. The first was us beating off the pirates, thanks to the warning we got from Marshal Muskrat and Philinus ringing the bell. Then the second miracle was seeing Goodwife Winder smile, the likes of which we all thought we would never see. Let's give a prayer of thanks and a cheer of gratitude."
Oh, the joy of gratitude changes my attitude. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. Oh, the joy takes away my sorrow. The day is won by the people, hooray! And ran those dirty pirates away. They used their tools from the farm to fight the pirates, causing them harm. Oh, the joy of gratitude changes my attitude. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. Oh, the joy of gratitude, oh, how it feels so good. This joy takes away my sorrow. Reverend Dan, strong in body and faith, holds up a pirate and tossed him away. Goodies ramming heads together, to her they were as light as a feather. Oh, the joy of gratitude changes my attitude. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. Oh, the joy of gratitude, oh, how it feels so good. This joy takes away my sorrow. Better to pillage the devil than our town. Get out of here and don't come around. He Linus bristles and lowers his head in hisses and growls as the pirates did. Oh, the joy of gratitude changes my attitude. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. Oh, the joy of gratitude, oh, how it feels so good. This joy takes away my sorrow. The townsfolk are happy they're gone, yet Goody's face is mean and drawn. Smile good, what the Reverend does say. Be joyous on this blessed day. Come on, Goody, give us a smile. Oh, the joy of gratitude changes my attitude. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. Oh, the joy of gratitude, wow, it feels so good. This joy takes away my sorrow. Smiling will do you worlds of good. It will brighten your attitude. Goody thanks Marshall for his deed. The alert and warning he asked us to heed. Oh, the joy of gratitude changes my attitude. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. Oh, the joy of gratitude, oh, how it feels so good. This joy takes away my sorrow. It's better to do the kind things today. Don't put it off. Be thankful, I say. Oh, the joy of gratitude changes my attitude. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. Oh, the joy of gratitude, oh, how it feels so good. This joy takes away my sorrow.
The townspeople bow their heads, some kneel down, then they all break into a great cheer. Hip, hip, hooray for Marshal Muskrat, and another hip, hip, hooray for Linus. Reverend Gant joins the cheer. Then he says, now, my friends, that might seem like a good ending for the story, but as we all know, things come in threes, especially miracles. Reverend Gant gestures with his arm as a beautiful young muskrat comes walking along the riverbank toward the crowd. Someone in the crowd says how beautifully her tail swishes as she moves. She makes her way to Marshall and says, hello, Marshall. My name is Zephtha. Reverend Gant raises his arms in praise and exclaims, and that, my friends, was miracle number 3, an amazing example of muskrat love at first sight.
I spent this day saving my town, ringing the bell, sound the alarm, fought off the pirates with teamwork and vigor, beating them up even though they were bigger. I spent this day saving my town, ringing the bell, sound the alarm, taught good wife Winder the art of that smile. She struggled and tried.